Electrical work has to be done by a qualified person, though what qualifications are needed can vary by town or by jurisdiction. In existing buildings, it's important to assess the service and the panel to make sure there's capacity to add a heat pump. This is usually done following Section 220 of the National Electric Code. Obviously, this is best done before contractors show up to install the system. Before installing anything, check the voltage of the panel to make sure it's in the proper range for the heat pump. If you know the area often has high or low voltage, you might want to consider a transformer to protect the equipment. Be sure the breaker you use complies with the maximum overcurrent protection listed in the installation manual. Also, make sure you label the breaker before leaving the site. Make sure you're using the right type and gauge of wire from the panel to the outdoor unit disconnect. And if you have longer runs, maybe pushing 100 feet or more, you might need larger gauge wire to prevent too much voltage drop. Make sure any wire penetrations through exterior walls are sealed from air, water, and pests. It's also worth remembering that many codes require an electrical outlet within 25 feet of the outdoor unit. Surge protection is a good idea really for every heat pump. If you're in an area where voltage fluctuates, you might want a device that also protects the system from brownouts. When wiring the disconnect, make sure you get the line and load terminals correct. If you wire it backwards, the system will usually still work, but it's not as safe. Connect the communication wire from the indoor unit to the right terminals in the outdoor unit. Use the wire specified by the manufacturer, the right gauge, the right type, and with the right shielding if that's specified. You want continuous cable for these runs, no splices. For multi-zone systems, make sure you don't get wiring for different zones crossed. Use color coding or labels to keep the different zones clear. From the disconnect to the outdoor unit, again, make sure you use the correct size and type of wire, the right conduit, and that conduit is secured properly. Before turning on the system, check that the voltage is correct and the surge protector is working.
Here I'm reading 238.5 volts, so that looks good. And I'm also confirming that the light on the surge protector is on.